Hey, Neil.
Hey.
So what's been going on, man? You got a book coming out soon, like Christmas time, right?
Yeah, it should be out. Finally, it's been over 2 years in the making.
Wow.
It's Mastering the Triangle, and it's all different setups for the triangle choke and the anatomy of the triangle choke from the guard and the guard only. And the book is humongously big. It's Victory Belt's biggest as far as page count book.
Wow.
And we really pushed the envelope with this, stuffed a lot of techniques in it, and it's packed full of concepts, and it's a very good precursor for my advanced guard system books that are gonna be soon to follow.
Yeah, I love all of Victory Belt's books because it's like just tons of pictures and like different angles and moving. They really do put out great books.
Yeah, they got the best quality, period.
When is that going to be available?
It'll be out before Christmas, and it should be available anywhere in maybe bookstores. I'm sure you can get it online too, but as far as Barnes & Noble and Borders, all those places.
Good. So if people don't buy it because they're too broke, they can at least tell somebody to get it for a Christmas gift for them too, right?
There we go. That'd be a nice Christmas gift.
Yeah, good. And
I think we're gonna do a Facebook to it because we did have to cover out a lot of techniques, and we're gonna do like a Facebook website where we're gonna put the extra techniques on there, so you can kind of get the entire thing because the book was so big.
Okay, cool. So,
make it 2 parts.
And so in order for people to see that, they should maybe, in the meantime, until it goes up, go find you on Facebook, and then obviously you'll post when that comes up.
Right. That's pretty easy. And my website's hasn't been updated for a long time, but I do check the email off of it.
Okay.
But it's gonna get redone, and finally my website will be interactive, and I'll be able to help people out and try to get this grappling for MMA style out there that I've been pushing so much.
So now, obviously you're here at Xtreme Couture in Vegas. You're the head grappling coach. That's correct.
Yeah.
And then you're training right now. You're focusing a lot on Vitor, right?
Vitor Belfort is doing his camp with us here.
Awesome.
And I've worked with Vitor before, so I'm really looking forward to this. He's got a great attitude right now. He's just really dedicated to be this far out from the fight. The fight's not till like the first weekend of February, I believe. He's really focused, and he really wants to win that belt. So it's fun. It's an easy day training him. We have great training sessions, and Ray Cepho actually ended up taking over as far as the striking coach, and Ray's a master. He's awesome. So I love working together with Ray Cepho on any fighter. It's fun. So it's a great time, and he's looking awesome. I think we're gonna have a good game plan.
So when is that fight booked? What's the date?
I think it's like the first weekend of February. So he's got a long ways to go, but he's got plenty of time to develop. And he's hitting it hard. I have to kick him out of the gym.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Now, and we were talking earlier, you, for a while you had Brian Danielson here.
Brian Danielson, yeah. He's still here.
So he still comes back here and works out?
Yeah, he lives here.
Oh, he lives in Vegas?
Yeah, he lives in Vegas.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And so for people who may not know, that are strict MMA people, tell them a little bit about who Brian is.
Brian Danielson's, he's one of my students, and he's a good friend of mine. He's in the WWE under the name Daniel Bryan, and he was on the independent circuit as the American Dragon. And he's probably he's like the Dynamite Kid of our age, basically. He's a really talented guy. And there's a submission that I nicknamed the LaBelle lock, and it's a cool little neck lock that I learned from Gene LaBelle, and he didn't call it that. I just called it that just because I'm always trying to give respect to the people that come before me. And Brian's been using it as his finishing move in the WWE, and it's catching some name right now, and it's really fun to hear people say Gene LaBelle's name.
And Danielson, doesn't he's got a title of some sort or something?
Yeah,
he's USA champion or something?
He's got the US title. He beat the Miz, I guess, and submitted the Miz with it to win a title. But he's not a big guy, but man, he's a great entertainer, and he's actually a very strong guy, very good little grappler.
Yeah.
He'll definitely be one of my black belts in the future. He's really getting good.
Awesome. And so it sounds like, obviously we've got a little bit of catch wrestling going into the UFC now, and we've got some catch wrestling going into actual WWE now. So between him and then D.H. Smith training with Billy Robinson. Well, that's exciting, man. So, and speaking about old timers like Gene and Billy.
Yeah.
So Billy came out, but we didn't have a chance to sit down after the time that he came out for the weekend or whatever. So I just wanted to, kind of have you share what you're, because obviously you're top of the food chain at what you do.
Right.
And so people respect your opinion. And I just want to get what what did you think about working with Billy and, the time?
I loved working with Billy just because there's some specific questions that it's hard to find somebody to get the answers that have a lot of experience. And style-wise, there's certain areas, there are certain grapplers that you could go to for certain things. But when it came down to kind of my style and a lot of the neck locks and some of the stuff, I thought I had a pretty good game on some of it. And I was really excited to actually have somebody I can ask the questions to, and I didn't have to dedicate 6 months or a year to work on one little series. He could just give it. And man, he's taught me a couple of things. He taught me a lot of things, but there's a couple of things that I use probably more than ever when I'm on top, and I teach it consistently in my MMA pro class. Anyone that wants to work with me, Gray Maynard, all those guys, they're doing so much of stuff that I learned from Billy, and I always preach Billy because I really appreciated him coming down here. It really saved me a lot of time, and it really helped me out a lot. And it's like a rarity to have guys like that around, and I definitely don't take it for granted.
So you as head grappling coach here, you'd recommend, hey, I got a team and I want them to actually learn some crazy stuff that nobody else is seeing, or some tricks, or maybe up our game a bit. That Billy, he knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah, I think the game in general is coming all the way back around from what it once was. So I see a lot of guys rediscovering a lot of the neck locks and some of the hold downs and some of these things, and they're like, wow, the head is an easy target to grab, and how do they control it and stuff like that. And it is, people consider it like the dark side of grappling, but it's real life, it's real world. And when you have someone like Billy, guy's been doing it for so long, and he's got real experience. The guy was probably an animal when he was my age. And to have that around, it's outstanding for me, because it's good when you can have someone that says, yes, that you're doing that right, or let me clean that up and show you how to make it better. And with a few techniques, he showed me how I could do it better, and it really kind of triggered a lot of thoughts in my head, and I kind of spread it like an infection through the rest of my techniques, and just really how to be really powerful on the top. And some of his reversal stuff was great. It was great. It sucked that I went by so quickly. I hope to have him back. I really did. All the guys really loved it. He was really fun to have him around. And a lot of the standing grips, I know we had a lot of good feedback on. Some of the grips and the counters that he was doing from the clinch area that I thought a lot of guys really liked. And it's really small details, man. It's just, as a coach, those details, you love it, because everyone you teach to a big group of people, everybody has their own little problems, and you have to solve everybody's problems, and it really comes down to those details. And even Billy would be like, he'd point to a spot right next to my heel. It's like, that's where you want to be. And I'm like, okay, that's an easy thing for me to teach, instead of just saying, oh, you're going to drive to the ground. Well, no, you're driving to that one spot, and next thing you know, everybody's dumping each other with the ankle pick or whatever it may be. Awesome. So it cleans up a lot of technique.
Well, that I'm sure Billy's going to be thrilled to hear that, yeah. and it's really, again, wonderful to have somebody of your caliber.
It's not just me. When he stumbled in, I was training Chael, and Randy was here to help me train Chael, and Billy he showed up. You guys walked in a little early. Next thing you know, we had all of us together. And it was nice to get all of us to talk about everything. So
that was really special, man.
It was really cool. I wish we had more photos.
Yeah, it would have been cool to have been filming during that. Because for myself, it was like being a fly on the wall of like history. It was pretty cool. Cool. Well, so again, to remind people, you got the book coming out here for Christmas, so look for that. And then your website's going to be up and running again here relatively soon. Yeah,
it's up, but it's really outdated. But I'm going to get it redone. I'm just kind of waiting on the last finishing touches, and I'm working obviously with some fighters, and our amateur team our program here is doing awesome. I have a couple brown belts, a couple apprentices that are gone through the roof as far as ability, and we're just really producing some studs. We got some really good talent, And I'm really excited watching them develop.
Awesome. And the gym, what's the website for the gym?
It should be extremecouture.tv.
.tv.
And they do a pretty good job updating everything. I think there's a blog or something.
Okay, good. So if people want to see events, if they want to come out and train,
they're really trying to keep it up to date. But we're going to have some in-house tournaments. And I was talking to you, I'd like to get a catch style tournament.
Oh, that would go over well.
I would love to see that get catchy. Not to be a little jokey there, but I really would love to see those rules come back. That sounds awesome with the pins and everything. So we'll see if that sticks. But I'm definitely going to do that. That's going to be awesome.
Cool. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for everything, and we'll definitely be watching because you're a huge voice for people that are into the catch wrestling. I mean, we really appreciate you being as hardcore.
I'm happy to help, and I tell Billy I want him to come back. So hopefully he can make that happen.
Awesome.
Like I said, I'd love to have him be a guest and for that little tournament. So we'll see if we can do that in December.
Awesome. Thanks, Neil.
All right, thanks.